This is Pallavi Dhegne from KIT's College of Engineering, Kolhapur. This video is for International FDP on Environment and Sustainability by DY Patil College of Engineering, Akudi. So this video is contributing to carbon footprinting. First week video was about for ecosystem. So brief content of that video is ecosystem, its definition, importance, functions of ecosystem, food chain, food web, energy flow and ecological pyramids. Second week video was for biodiversity and its conservation. So this video is contain biodiversity, its conservation, importance of biodiversity, factors affecting it and various types of biodiversity. So by that two videos, students are able to list and explain different types of ecosystem, explain importance of ecosystem and biodiversity. They can illustrate working of ecosystem. They can describe conservation of biodiversity and they can also compare different types of food chains. So this video will see what is carbon footprinting. So before we start, what is carbon? We need to know what is carbon footprinting. So a carbon footprint is the amount of greenhouse gases, primarily carbon dioxide, which are released into the atmosphere by a particular human activity. A carbon footprint can be a broad measure or be applied to the functions of in an individual, a family, an event, on an organization, or even on entire nations. So it is usually measured as tons of CO2 emitted per year, a number that can be supplemented by tons of CO2 equivalent gases, including methane, nitrous oxide, and other greenhouse gases. So, what is greenhouse gases? Greenhouse gases are those that can absorb and emit infrared radiations. In order, the most abundant greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere are given in the table. So, water vapor is the major contributor, that is 36 to 72%. Carbon dioxide is 9 to 26%. Methane is having 4 to 9% of contribution and ozone is about 3 to 7%. Carbon dioxide is called greenhouse gas causing global warming. Other greenhouse gases which might be emitted as a result of your activities, that can be a methane and ozone. These greenhouse gases are normally also taken into account for the carbon footprinting. They are converted into the amount of CO2 that would cause the same effect on global warming. So this is called equivalent CO2 amount. The carbon footprint is a very powerful tool to understand the impact of personal behavior on global warming. So what are the main effects of carbon footprinting or global warming or greenhouse gases? So there are two major effects, that is climate change and depletion of resources. So climate change is the ultimate effect of large carbon footprints, greenhouse gases, whether natural or human proceed, contribute to the warming of the planet. From 1990s to 2005, carbon dioxide emissions increased by 31%, and by 2008 the emissions had contributed to a 35% increase in a radioactive warming or a shift in Earth's energy balance towards global warming over 90s level. Depletion or next effect is depletion of resources. Larger carbon footprints deplete resources on large and small scales from a country's deforestation activities. So one homes increased use of air conditioning. The more those with the large carbon footprints use resources, the more greenhouse gases increase per further climate change. So this is basic calculations for carbon footprinting. So petrol, 1 liter petrol can emit about 2.3 kg of carbon. 1 liter gasoline can emit 2.3 kg of carbon. 1 liter of diesel can emit 2.7 kg of carbon, and 1 liter oil from heating emit 3 kg of carbon. So a calculation, sample calculation is given over here. So if we are traveling by car and our car consumes 7.5 liter diesel per 100 kilometer, and we are traveling for or we are driving for 200 kilometers, so we will consume 15 liters of diesel, that is 2 into 7.5. So uh, diesel amount is 15 liters, and 1 liter diesel can consume 2.7 kg of carbon. So 15 into 2.7 kg is 40.5 kg CO2. Your personal carbon is your personal carbon footprint. So what is the Indian scenario regarding carbon footprint? India emits about 2299 million tons of carbon dioxide in 2018, a 4.8 rise from last year according to report by an EIEA, that is International Energy Agency. India's emissions growth this year was higher than that of United States and China, the two biggest emitters in the world, and this was primarily due to rise of coal consumptions. So this is a graph which represents absolute growth in CO2 emissions in 2018. So we have conducted a survey for carbon footprinting for our college. So we have conducted a survey for two wheelers. A Google form was created and circulated among the students. So the question was, do you know what is carbon footprint? About 146 responses we get. In that, 67% students know what is carbon footprinting. Next question was, do you believe we need to make change as we have no options? We have got 1500 responses, and about 96% are aware about that, and they are telling us yes, we need to make change. Next question was, do you bring your own vehicle to college? So 97% people are taking their vehicles to college. Next question was, if yes, how much do you travel? So we have given some slots, that is 0.5 kilometers, 6 to 10 kilometers. So about 93% people are coming from 6 to 10 kilometers. Next question was, do you dispose of plastic responsibly? So sometimes we get 97% responses. So we have calculated carbon footprint for our college. So we have taken 15,000 students, and they are coming from 15 kilometer. So in average 2-liter bike can go for 100 kilometers. So each students will use 0.3 liter petrol daily. So 1500 students, they are consuming 0.3 liter per day. Approximately 450 liter petrol will consumes daily. So carbon emission can be calculated, that is 2.3 is a factor, and which can be multiplied by 450 liters of petrol. So that is 1035 kg per day. So for a month, that is 31,050 kg carbon is emitted. So we have given some measures to calculate for carbon footprinting for their own house. So some apps are there which can be calculate carbon footprints, that is Zero Carbon, Extra Mile, My Planet, and Carbon Footprint. Again, we have given them 5 ways to reduce our carbon footprint, that is learn the 5R: refuse, reduce, rot, recycle, bike more and drive less, conserve water and protect our waterways, eat seasonally, locally, and more plants, and switch to sustainable clean energy. So according to that survey, we have concluded that as we have seen the amount of damage our carbon footprint is continuing to cause, so it is possible to reduce it with various simple ways. So using electric bike can be a alternate option for reducing carbon footprinting. So there are some IEE standards. So scope is guidelines that can be used by manufacturers, transportations, and providers, and purpose, that is they can use electric resourced vehicles and related to infrastructure to develop support system. Thank you.